Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's been a while since I've opened up some Star Wars CCG. This is the older game based on the films by Decipher that started back in 1996. I'm going to be opening a bit of a variety, some from A New Hope, some from Jabas Palace, some from Special Edition, but there's something interesting about these packs that we may not open. All of them, we'll have to see. And then I will celebrate whichever my first big pull is, like a main character or something, and then I'm just really excited to get. I will open the Reflections pack then. If we don't pull anything the whole video, then I'll open this at the end, so it'll kind of keep you in suspense as to when we're going to open the Reflections pack. Reflections is the only pack here that will have a foil card inside of it, but that doesn't mean that these will not be exciting to open because we're looking for really cool rare cards. So why am I opening these now? I'm actually getting together some cards to eventually submit to PSA. I want to try and get a submission of 25 cards in. I need quite a lot more cards. I went through all of my collection, and out of the cards that I want to submit, which is concentrating on sort of like weird aliens and creatures and stuff from like cantinas, as well as main characters, I only had like 7 or 8 cards that I deemed worthy of sending in, and even 1 or 2 of those weren't the greatest, but because they were kind of a rare card, I'm going to send it in anyway. So I need to open some packs and get some pack fresh stuff to submit in. I bought a lot of bulk cards from like certain sellers and people on eBay, and even if they say the cards are near mint, almost none of them were gradable. There was issues with all of them. I use a magnifying glass, a lighted magnifying glass, to kind of like look at them really closely, and yeah, it was rough. So I don't want to delay this video too long. How about we start with A New Hope? Let's start with A New Hope and see what we can get from here. There's a lot of cool things that I can get from A New Hope. I got my little list here, so that the pack trick is 5 to the back. So main characters that you can get from this, R2-D2, you can get some cool ships like Red 2, Red 5, you can get the Death Star in here. The pull I'm hoping for the most is Greedo. Greedo's my favorite character. I want to pull a nice pack fresh Greedo to submit. Hem Dazon, which is another, pretty much any creature that you can think of from the Cantina from A New Hope is what I'm really hoping to pull, especially if it's in the rare slot. Brainiac and Chewbacca are some of like the bigger ones that I'll be looking for. Not too many main characters in this set. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's really important that I do the pack trick because it's really hard for me to remember all of the rares, so I have to do this in order to actually know when the rare is popping up. So any card that I get here that I deem worthy of a character that I would want to grade, I'm just going to quickly sleeve it up. Try and go through these relatively quick. Ooh, we got a Rhodian. Okay, that is one that I'm sleeving. I love my Rhodians. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put him here, and I will sleeve him up after. Ooh, this is a good one. One of the Cantina characters. What's going on here, though? Is that scratches? You see this? Right here? Hold on. Let me just see this. Is that scratching, or is that something else? Some kind of scratches, it looks like. Oh my goodness. These Star Wars packs. Ooh, this is a good one. This is one I really want. In pack fresh. Utaguta Solo. Anything with Greedo on it, I will take. Looks like it's going to have a little bit of whitening, but that's okay. But yes, any Decipher cards are really not known for their quality. Like, they have a lot of quality issues. Even fresh out of the box. Rigesk, we will take them. That is another weird alien. And our rare is Undercover. Oh, no, that is not our rare. Our rare is U3PO. It's actually a kind of cool one. Any rare I'm immediately going to sleeve, just because that means I won't be holding any more cards in my hand, and it'll help me distinguish and remember. I might grade that one. I'll have to see how many are submitted. I have decided for Star Wars CCG, I'm almost certain that I'm going to go with PSA. Now, everything else I grade CGC, but the thing is with the Star Wars CCG community, almost everybody, like 90% of the collectors, grade with PSA. And I kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I'm submitting cards, I want to be able to submit them and have them kind of be in the registry with everybody else. maybe eventually like every card from A New Hope or whatever have you. There's a lot of weird aliens and creatures that nobody else wants to grade, but hey, I will gladly take on that quest to help fill out some of the weirder, stranger cards that nobody else wants to grade, like something like this, right? Even the commons and uncommons. And I'm not too afraid to grade commons and uncommons. A lot of people don't, and a lot of people say don't do it because they're just so common. There's a lot of sealed stuff out there. But the thing is, even when you're getting something pack fresh, it doesn't mean it's going to be in gradable condition. Okay, here we go. Here is my rare. Ooh, that's a good one. Well, for me at least. You guys would be very disappointed if you got this yourself. Danik Jericho. He is one of the Cantina creatures from the actual Cantina and not just some random alien from one of the movies. So we will sleeve him up. I did not have a pack fresh one of him yet out of the A New Hope packs that I have opened. Looks like there's actually some, you can see here, like the seam from the pack kind of like messes up some of these cards. This is why it's really important when you're sending in cards for grading that you use a magnifying glass, a lighted magnifying glass. You will catch things sometimes that you would otherwise not see. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The heck is that thing? Whatever it is, it's gonna go in my grading pile. Oh, I almost thought that was the Hem Days-On card, but no, that is just like one that looks just like it. Another Uta Guta. Hopefully we get one of those that is gradable. No issues. And our rare is not coming yet. It's coming now. I think, yes. Ooh. I tried grading this one in, well, not grading this one, but I bought a bunch of these from a seller that carries a lot of stars, CCG. I bought like 8 of these foils because they were really cheap, and only 2 of them were potentially gradable, but they still had issues. They probably wouldn't come back anything higher than like an 8, so I deemed it not worthy of attempting to send them in. That card looks so cool in foil though, but it is probably one that if I want it graded, it would have to be, let somebody else go through the trouble of trying to grade it. I'm not sending in any non-pack fresh copies of it. So Greedo, I believe, is obviously going to be a dark side card, so when we have a dark side card in the back of the stack here, that's good, because that means that it's a chance that it will be Greedo. These cards from first glance are looking pretty good condition. I don't see any glaring issues, but under a microscope they are always worse than they seem. Got a copy of this guy without the seam going straight down the middle. Gold 2, and our rare is a hypo. Not super exciting on that, that's for sure. Okay, our last A New Hope pack for now. I would not consider any of these pulls to be worthy of opening reflections quite yet. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Another dark side, another chance at Greedo. Greedo would be my top hit from this set. R5D4, he is actually one of my favorite droids. I think I'm actually going to put him into the potential grade pile. I'm ignoring a lot, like pretty much if it isn't some weird alien or a main character. And the main characters I won't really even keep for myself. I will probably sell them if they're a good enough grade. I really only have interest in grading the cards that interest me the most. And Cantina is my favorite scene in all the Star Wars movies, so that's what we're going for. Alright, we got, oh, that's not a bad one. I'll take it. It is a weird alien. I believe this is an R2, so it's not like an R1, not quite as rare as some other rares. But the Dionga, weird giant-eyed alien. Okay. Alright, not terrible. Let's move on to Jabba's Palace, and I'm keeping Special Edition towards the end, and you'll see why. Some of you may remember one of the other videos I've done where these have had issues, and I'm hoping that the ones that I have here are not going to have the same problem. So for Jabba's Palace, there's no pack trick. The rare will be in the back already. Cards we're looking for from this. You can get an R2-D2. The big hit is the Princess Leia. Max Rebo, Rancor, Beto, which is like Credo's like cousin or something. I really want that. That's a rare. Bib Fortuna and Jabba the Hutt. But there's also a myriad of all types of weird aliens and creatures that you can get from this too that would excite me and disappoint a lot of other people. See, that's the one thing about watching me open Star Wars CCG, is unlike other people that, I don't blame them, but they get kind of disappointed by getting the weird aliens and stuff from these sets, especially Jabba's Palace. It's a very unpopular set just because people don't like these aliens and creatures. That's kind of a weird one. I like that one. But for me, I'm looking to pull those, so... Skiff. Okay, good. I had a copy of this I wanted to grade, but it had some issues, so it's good to get a nice pack fresh one. Check it again. Hidden weapon. I might have to... Hold on, these are... Give me a second here. Gonna have to put these off to the side real quick. This pile is... I'm on a slight slant here. So I'm gonna at least move the bulk ones off to the side real quick. Okay. And our rare is Forzek? That's a weird one. I don't think I've seen that one before. Well, you can see why people are not a fan of Jabba's Palace, to say the least. If those are the kind of rares that you have to look forward to. Moss Eisley Blaster. Amanin. Ooh, I like that one. So, like, we're getting Max Rebo and stuff, but we're not getting the actual Max Rebo card. We're getting, like, their creature species. And our rare is Kirdo. Okay. See if I can prop this up a little bit more so that this is not sliding. Okay. Yeah, I was mentioning earlier how I wanted to go with CGC because the community for this game is actually like super built around PSA grading. Huge community for it. Other grade. Ooh, I like that guy. 6'6". I like him. If that's in good condition, I'm definitely grading that. And our rare is Strangle. Normally I would go with CGC, but there's about 500 cards graded for CGC, and there's thousands graded for PSA. So PSA community is definitely like far and above any other companies, and BGS is probably the next biggest one. So, like, my idea is I want to put these in my personal collection for sure, right? Like, I'm not going to do a lot of selling. I'll sell some cards to help pay for the grading costs, especially to maybe help people that are looking to fill out more strange creatures that normally they themselves wouldn't grade. Are rare. Ooh, we got the Rancor. Nice. I would say that that's a pretty big hit. I'd say that qualifies to open Reflections next when we're done with Jabba's Palace, which is one more pack. Rancor is nice. How is it looking? It looks good on first glance, but under a microscope, probably look a little worse. A little bit of whitening along the edge here, but I'm happy with that. That is a great one to get. Have not pulled that one from the packs I've opened from Jabas Palace before. Something else they do, like they really keep track of so much data. They have people that are assigned to checking eBay and other sales and private sales on the daily and keeping track years worth of data of every graded card that sells, when it sold, how much it's sold for, sealed booster box prices. Like, they are so committed, and it's kind of awesome to see. Just makes you really feel like you're going to be part of an awesome community based on how much work they put into curating data for the graded side of this hobby. Our final rare for tonight, it's not a Princess Leia, but I like it. This is Tanis Spijek. He looks lovely. That is definitely one I'll be sending in the grade if he's in great shape. Alright, let's do reflections. So, reflections, I'm not 100% on the pack trick for this. Essentially what reflections is, it's a bunch of cards from like their leftovers from the factory, from Decipher's factory, and they kind of just put them, hand-packed them into custom packs essentially. So there's going to be cards in here from all kinds of sets, especially like ones that we've already opened, like A New Hope, Jabas Palace. And there's one foil card in here, and there's a ton of main characters and cool cards that it could be. Now, I'm going to attempt a pack trick. I've seen a couple videos, and it seems as though the foil kind of falls into different places depending on what I've seen. So we're just going to try 3, 4. We're just going to try 5 to the back. And if that's the foil, it's a dark side, which is definitely a chance at a Darth Vader or something. So, let's see what we get. All kinds of stuff in here. You never know what to expect. And if I miss any kind of like crazy rare or something that I don't realize, please let me know. Well, we're hitting a lot of aliens. Cloud City Blaster. Shocking information. Alert my Star Destroyer. Looks like I may have done the pack trick correctly. We'll see. Got some white border in here as well. White border just means like the revised sets. Typically less valuable, less sought after. Unless the Hoth set. Some people actually really like Hoth with the white border. Lift tube. Nothing too crazy in here though, my goodness. No main characters or nothing. That's the thing about reflections. You never know what you're going to get in here. Alright. White border Echo-based Trooper. Not a good reflections pack. We got one more white border coming up here. Wow. Yeah, we got kind of screwed on the non-foil. So this foil hopefully is really good. Let's go from the bottom. Let's try from the top. Oh boy. We got a Boba Fett. Heck yeah. This, I believe this is like the most, or one of the most graded cards from Reflections. Looks like we've got a little bit of, what I'm going to do is, because these start to curl real quick, I'm going to wipe this down in real time real quick. Let me move this stuff out of the way. But this is one of the most graded cards from Reflections, and for good reason. Got to act quick here. Move this stuff out of the way. Because apparently PSA does dock you on points when it comes to curling of cards. And if you don't get these into a card saver really quickly, they will start to curl. Just want to make sure I get any kind of fingerprints off of here. Because I am seeing something on the card there. I don't know if that's from me touching it. So this is going to have like a ton of other cards graded from Reflections, but this is one that can easily, if this were to get a PSA 10, this would go for still a lot of money. Not sure if I would sell it or keep it. because this is a really cool pull. And of course, Boba Fett is a classic. Flip this over. Yeah, definitely got like fingerprints on the back. I don't know. I guess because I was holding the card on the back of the pack. From now on, I think from the foil card, what I got to do is sleeve it and just like leave it on my table and flip it over at the end. So I'm like kind of using this other microfiber cloth to hold it in place and wipe off any fingerprints with microfiber cloth number 2 very gently. If you're not doing this kind of stuff when you submit cards, I'm assuming your grades are not going to be as good. So the foils are kind of known for being really hard to grade, so this will probably come back like a PSA 8, but you never know. It may even be lower, could be higher. Let's get this into a nice clean penny sleeve and then into a card saver. Wow, that's a good pull. I've had this pack sitting around now for like a year as well, quite a while. I've had it since I opened my last one on the channel. Got these for a great price on eBay last year. Come on. There we go. That's a good one for the submission. And we've still got these special edition packs. Now here's the thing with these special edition packs. I'm actually going to move my cloth out of here. I will tell you why in a second. Last time I opened these on the channel, the cards inside most of the packs apparently received water damage and had like some kind of what appeared to be mold. So I'm preparing for the worst. If it appears like the pack has mold in it, I may not even take the cards out, just so that I don't get it all over my hands and all over my mat here and everything. So let's hope for the best. Last time I opened these, I pulled a couple main characters as well, and they had moldy damage on them. So let's see what we got here. Okay, this pack actually seems to be pretty good. So for special edition, you can get stuff like Obi-Wan Kenobi, Boba Fett, Darth Vader's the big one, Jabba, Crate Dragon, Sarlacc Pit. Ones I'll be looking for like Melos, Ketwall, stuff from like Cantina. So yeah, it's another weird looking alien. Let's see what we can do. From what I can see here, I'm not seeing any mold damage. Thankfully, man. Let me check the back though, I'm just paranoid. Yeah, because I had like the, one of them is a Han Solo card, one of them. Like it doesn't say Han Solo, but it's like his Stormtrooper name. That one had moldy damage on it. I pulled a Lobot, I believe. That also had mold damage. Niado Dugad, like this guy. And our rare, Gunite. So obviously these cards are based on the special edition when they added the CG. So you will see some characters and such from that. Alright, pack 2, once again, just because that last one didn't have mold doesn't mean that this one won't. Some of the packs had like little itsy bitsy holes in them, so somehow I guess moisture snuck in to a few of them. The person I bought them from, I did get these like incredibly cheap. Super cheap. But maybe that's why I got them cheap, because the seller opened a few and was like, oh, hopefully the person I sell this to doesn't open them. But I opened them. I'm not the type of person to complain, right? Like, how are they? Maybe they had no idea. You really can't complain about sealed packs. Once you buy them, that's it. You're kind of just stuck with them. There's no way that they can really know if there was damage inside, you know? What if they never opened them? It's not really their fault. Our rare, Signer Fleet Systems. So I've kind of been out of Star Wars for a bit. Like, I've been feeling kind of, I'm sure like a lot of you feel, not feeling the magic from Disney Star Wars. So I don't know, I just really felt, I haven't felt this way in a while for Star Wars. I just really felt like opening up these Decipher packs, because there's just something awesome about these classic Star Wars cards with the weird aliens and like the lore text on them and everything. I love reading the lore. And yeah, I was just feeling in the mood, so I figured, let's do it while I'm feeling it. Because I normally am not feeling this way about Star Wars lately, but I felt the bug to open some Star Wars packs. Classic Star Wars. Hope you guys are enjoying. If you've been watching the video this long, I do appreciate it. There is our Lando's Blaster Rifle Rare. Not too exciting, but in terms of like a grading perspective at least. Not getting too many cards I would submit from grading out of Special Edition. But yeah, if you've been enjoying and watching this long, I do appreciate that. Make sure to leave a like. It does help the channel out as well. And subscribe if you're into variety TCG openings. I open all kinds of stuff, not just Star Wars. Okay, let's be careful. So any of these packs could be moldy packs. Wow, looks like I picked out some good ones. I really tried to pick out packs that look as clean as possible. So I guess really the ones that I opened, I did it on a live stream. And almost every one of them was moldy. It was really sad. Ooh, Lobel, look at that guy. Okay, into the creature pile he goes. Coming up is our rare Major Pale Torsion. Not a super exciting one. Special edition packs not really giving us the goods here. But we can't complain. Right? Like, let's put this Boba Fett in view. Boom. Super happy with that. Okay, will we avoid mold on the final pack? Treeben Operative. We're not going to put that one in the pile. We dodged the mold. That makes me feel better. Can't believe my luck. The first time I opened these, almost everyone had an issue. Ooh, Gritada. Or Griata. Definitely putting that in the grading pile. My Rudians. And our final rare for this video is going to be... Don't tread on me. Well, can't say Special Edition treated us nicely, but we did get the foil Boba Fett from Reflections, which, hey, that makes the whole video, right? And then just to recap real quick, we got, these are my rares. Oh yeah, we also got the Rancor. Rancor and Boba Fett. Not bad. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will be opening more Star Wars CCG, and hopefully I'll have a PSA return in the coming months once it gets back and once I ship it off and get it back. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.